Coming up on Look Today, well, Queensbury Hotel in Glens Falls has completed the first step in being recognized as a National Historic Site. I've got details. And we've got continuing coverage of the Geyser Road Trail Project in Saratoga. More on that coming up. Plus, we've got weather updates. What updates? All ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone, I'm Jay Hood Jackson. This is Look Today. Well, in tonight's program, I sit down with Michelle Madigan, Commissioner of Finance, Saratoga Springs, and she's here to talk about the important issue of net neutrality and how it relates to the Smart City Initiative. Plus, I also sit down with Christopher Dickinson. He's store manager for Orvis Outlet in Lake George, and he's here to talk about Rescue Pet Animal Adoption Day. It's called Santa's Furry Little Helpers. Plus, we've got your weather, what weather, for the Tri-North counties. First, these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, Queensbury Hotel, Glens Falls, has completed the first step in being recognized as a National Historic Site. Well, executives of the hotel have completed phase 1 of the application, and the hotel has received recognition as a Historic Hotel of America. Well, we spoke to Tyler Herrick. He's general manager of the Queensbury Hotel, affectionately called the Q, about phase 2.
We've submitted phase 2 to the National Preservation Office. Right now it's in with SHPO, or the New York State branch of that. They're reviewing that. Once they kind of give it its rubber stamp, it goes into the national office, and hopefully, I mean, it's the speed of government, but hopefully, they say 1 month to 6 months that we'll have, that national designation. That will then open us up to, potential tax credits and other things that maybe we can do to continue this project and keep moving it forward.
The Q is a beautiful hotel. All right, now the 5th floor of that hotel, by the way, is still being renovated. So we're going to have updates for you when it is completed. In other news, well, firefighters are on standby as fires become more frequent this time of year. Now, as temperatures begin to drop, and we're forecasting single digits on Wednesday night, many overuse their heating systems to compensate, and that can lead to fire. Well, we spoke to Brian LaFleur. He's Director of Warren County Emergency Services.
The heater needs to have a tip-over switch in it. They shouldn't be being sold in the United States without them. And to make sure it stays a long ways away from any combustibles, especially bedding, curtains, all that kind of stuff. So that's real important. No outlet strips. You can use your outlet strip for your TV and your stereo, but not for your heaters.
These space heaters that we all use a lot, we tend to plug them into those strips. It overheats them. What he's referring to there is you can put like stereos in there and telephones and all kinds of stuff in there, but you got to watch it with space heaters. It can be a real problem. All right, switching from news to weather. We've got updates on the storm. You can expect an additional 1 to 3 inches of snow tonight. Now, for a more detailed look at our weather, let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast.
Thanks, Jesse. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponser with your first look weather update here on Look TV. Cold front making its way through our area, and that's going to mean some heavy snow across our area. Low pressure over in the New England states. As we take a look at the more regional outlook, temperatures teens and 20s across the Northeast tonight. So chilly temperatures will be an understatement, as we'll see only 22 in Greenwich, 19 in Whitehall. Glens Falls about 21, the overnight low, and up towards Johnsburg and Pottersville, only mid-teens or so. So make sure you bundle up. 1 to 3 inches of additional snow possible with that west breeze at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Scattered snow showers could see less than an inch accumulation on Wednesday, 23 the afternoon high. But those wind chills are going to be in the single digits, especially as you walk out the door. Air temps about 20 degrees. And it gets colder from there. Only single digits air temperatures for lows Thursday and Friday. Lower 20s for highs. At least it'll be drier. Sunshine expected Thursday, mostly cloudy Friday. We do warm up slightly, only back to upper 20s to lower 30s for highs. Lows will be in the lower teens, with wind chills could be in the single digits still for Saturday and Sunday. 30% chance of rain and snow heading into Sunday. That was your weather update here on Look TV. I'm meteorologist Clarence Sponsor. Now let's send it back to you, Jesse.
Well, thanks very much, Clarence. Hey, just a quick side note here. I got an email from a viewer who thanked us for updating our information. Remember, a few degrees in either direction can affect the amount of snowfall that we do get. Now, we're currently calling for another 1 to 3 inches, depending on where you live in the Tri-North counties. And tomorrow morning, it's going to be cold for that commute, so be careful of ice. Back to the news. We've got updates on the Geyser Road Trail Project. As we told you last week, the project has been put on hold due to conversations that the city of Saratoga is having with the various property owners. Now, the current projected path of that trail would intersect with certain private properties that are not owned by the city. Well, the courts have ruled that the city cannot use eminent domain to obtain these properties. Other alternative routes have been suggested. However, many have said that they are impractical. Well, Saratoga Plan has been part of the initiative, and we spoke to John Kettlewell about this.
As a member of the Greenbelt Trail Committee, we're strongly in support of creating the Geyser Road Trail as originally planned, which would take it down Geyser Road. The alternate routes that were proposed are really generous offers from some landowners and sound very interesting for alternative trail opportunities.
Prevail. All right, up next, I sit down with Michelle Madigan. She's Finance Commissioner of Saratoga. She's here to talk about the important issue of net neutrality and how it's relating to the Smart City Initiative. I also sit down with Christopher Dickinson. He's store manager for Orvis Outlet in Lake George, and he's here to talk about Rescue Pet Animal Adoption Day. It's called Santa's Furry Little Helpers. But first, if you've seen what's happening, you want to share a story idea. How about join us for an interview? Then give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. Well, believe it or not, a viewer just contacted us about this story we were doing about space heaters and reminded us that it's not only space heaters, but it's chimneys and other heat-related objects. Heat machines is what I think Drew called them. Not sure what a heat machine is, but you know what I'm talking about. Don't overload your circuit boards with any electrical device that could cause a fire, and be careful when you use your chimney. Also be careful tomorrow morning. It looks like there's going to be a lot of ice on the road driving in. And one just last look out, I drive past West Mountain every day. Every day I keep looking up there and thinking, are they going to make snow? When are they going to open? Well, they're scheduled to open on the 15th, and they got a lot of snow. So, West Mountain, off and running. Tonight on Look TV, Queensbury Town Board meeting, and don't forget, tune in tomorrow night for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone. Heat machines?